One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on last year's national champion, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buffaloes about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, it's King. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If you want to test the physicality of the defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Turning it on, and the ball squirted out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. The run to the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He
fires deep toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
The Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's King. Floating away. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Atkins. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws.
Going over the top. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play-action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down and brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Going up top again. Trying to get behind the defense. Touchdown, Colorado! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado. Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the Hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Breaks the tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's King. There's the pressure. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Hayden. No chance to run, but they still moving forward. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Hayden. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Outside the pocket, let's go. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Makes a connection. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's King. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. On the move, it's Powell. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. It's Hayden. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because he bobbles it at all. Or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looking to throw for it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the run, it's Maddox. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Now, 4th down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.